Deduction, in other words, making perceptions based on your experience of life about things that you have not experienced. If you want to know things that you have no experience of, you will have to make generalizations and see where they apply, where they at least do not apply, and what would apply there. You generalize something by taking some single characteristics of it and by paying attention only to them. For example, cats see well in dark. Seeing well in dark. Well, if you see well in dark, you notice in darkness things that others with poorer eyesight cannot notice. It's useful in hunting and in survival, for example. Now compare your generalization to all the cases that you can find from your picture of the world. Was your generalization right? If not, you have typically forgotten to mention some important detail, like all animals with whose eyes are healthy. So just fix that detail, mention it aloud. It is easiest to generalize very sure common sense truths, since the basic things of life are essential also in the world at large. Like I need food. All people need food in order to stay alive, so arranging food for all is one of the most important questions of the whole world. Problem solving. Many people try to solve problems by trying what they could build from a certain set of available building blocks. If they do not succeed, they give up. An easier and more efficient way to solve problems is to solve them solution-centrally. Think what you would need for the solution, what kind of structures. You can lift them up from your memory by associations, and what you could build them from. That you can do by lifting the possible types of building blocks from your memory. Then just build it. This way you know what you need and how you can get it, so you are not wasting your time. Humans have via their natural evolution adapted to a life in a close contact with the nature. So also our thinking ability gets support from doing practical work. We get the gardening mode, for example, and using our senses, we get so accurate perceptions, and from our natural sense of place, we so get the instinctual map of the environment. So objectivity cannot be reached by copying the looks of school thinkers or of the town environment. It has to be reached by living in harmony with our sensing nature, which builds so a picture of the environment based on our sensory perception. School-likeness has gotten its main characteristics from the written text, not from thinking. And the written word is just a means of marking things up. It's not a means of thinking. Words are just a tool for communication. Words are not a way of thinking. Instead, all our observations are made by the senses, by the feelings and sensations. Words break things to an endless mosaic that one gets lost to. It looks complicated, but it is not good for thinking. One who thinks by words is like one who has an extremely narrow tunnel-like eyesight. For example, take a carton cylinder from which you can see through one thing at a time, like as if described by a word. It makes an enormous mosaic of even simple things like your own room. But if you look without such tunnel sight, without the carton cylinder, you can see everything at once and so understand much more via using such holistic pictures in your thinking instead of the tiny words. Sometimes one's head is dizzy and it's difficult to think. That is often connected to tensing the middle part of your body, especially the neck, the shoulders, the back and the stomach area. So just relax, exercise, sweat, go to sauna or whatever. Try to make your social relationships friendly and less formal, because that relaxes you profoundly, making you happier, more intelligent and wiser. Do not consider thinking hard work, but think with enthusiasm. You will remember things easier if you can empathize with the point of view that you were using when you memorize the things. Empathy too works better with a relaxed body and makes also your social skills better. You can remember things better if you are sincerely interested in the subject. Remember to carry responsibility. A sense of direction or compass is for a traveler more important than speed. So pay attention especially to your choice of goals and values that you follow. That affects your life much more than intelligence or speed does in itself.